watching the KUSI News at 5.
Well, have you ever thought of becoming a crime scene investigator like we watch on TV and in the movies? The San Diego Sheriff's Department is hiring.
Well, here to tell us about those jobs are Lauren Sekulas and Dory Rasico. And thank you for joining us. Okay, everybody fantasizes about what is it really like? And I know you get this question constantly. Is it as glamorous as it seems?
It's a lot of work, it's a lot of long hours, and we serve the community, so it's slightly different than what you see on TV.
You go out to these crime scenes, right?
Correct.
Can you kind of describe what your thoughts are when you go out to them? Maybe the first one without getting too...
Honestly, when we go out to those crime scenes, we're there to help the victims. That's our job. So primarily, we just do evidence investigation, and we work with detectives hand in hand, and they do all of the work on their end.
Okay, one of you is a criminalist, the other is a forensic technician. Dory, you're a forensic technician.
Correct.
What does that entail? Are you actually doing the fingerprinting? Are you collecting stuff at the scene?
So it's a combination of that. My responsibilities are to collect items of evidence and take photographs, as well as process items of evidence for latent fingerprints.
What's it like when you arrive at a brutal crime scene?
You never know what you're going to get. You just have to be prepared to work with your team, and the focus is to help the victims and, you know, pursue an investigation.
Now, in the television shows, these crimes are solved in a matter of, hours. In most of the cases that you've worked on, what is the typical length of time it takes to actually get a break in the case as far as the forensic evidence is concerned?
So crime scene investigations can take 3 to maybe 36 hours. We have very long hours on scene. That evidence has to be brought back to the laboratory and booked into evidence and stored. And by the time we do all of that, figure out what's the important items to test. We meet with the investigators. We discuss that as a group, as a team. We can sometimes do things pretty quickly if it's a rush type of case, but a lot of times things can take a lot longer than you see on TV.
Are you finding hair follicles and, you always see the person grabbing the one thread from the carpet and matching it, and that solves the case? Is there one case that sticks out in your mind where you think, oh boy, if we didn't have that, we might not have caught the person?
I think based on my experience, there's not one single fiber that's breaking your case. It's a combination of, various items of evidence that you see at the scene that you're collecting that are related to this crime, as well as the investigation on the back end by the detectives that are conducting interviews and doing follow-up work.
One of the reasons we wanted to invite you here today is to talk about the openings in the department. What kind of jobs are open now, and what kind of education do you need?
So I'm a criminalist and I'm a scientist. So you need to have a bachelor's of science degree in a hard science, and that can be biology, chemistry, or related field. We do have an opening currently. I believe it closes in 2 days. The frequency of the openings depends on the turnover rate at the department, but they are all posted on joinsdsheriff.net.
Okay.
Okay. Just go to that website or contact the Sheriff's Department. They'll get the information.
Right.
Yes, sir.
It sounds
Lauren
fascinating.
Sekulas, Dory Rasico.
Yes.
Thank you, too.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Well, for the first time in more